Well, that means that there's a lot more sellers in the market than there are buyers.
Honestly, we're not seeing this anywhere in the market right now.
3 months.
Not 3 months.
There's downward pressure on prices.
We can't control the market conditions, but we can make sure that you as a seller are informed on the market condition that you're walking into. Welcome back. I'm Kate.
And I'm Tara. Today we're going to talk about absorption rates. This can sound a little bit technical at first, but it's really just a very practical way to measure the health of the market and can really help you as a seller when you're getting ready to list.
And this is absorption rates. Absorption rates are a measure of how long it would take to sell out of the current supply of listings if we're to keep selling at the same rate and no new listings came on the market. It's a way that we look at supply and demand, how many sellers are in the market versus how many buyers.
Yeah, exactly. And so how does this translate to you as a seller? Well, let's just break down a couple of scenarios. If you're getting ready to come on the market and there's 9 months supply of inventory, well, that means that there's a lot more sellers in the market than there are buyers. And just the fact of there being more sellers competing against each other for fewer buyers means that there's downward pressure on prices. Those sellers are going to ultimately end up negotiating or reducing their price in order to snag one of the few buyers that's in the market. 12 months supply of inventory is actually where the Angel Fire condo market is at right now. It's April 2025.
Now, if we look at a low inventory market, something like a 3-month supply of inventory, the tables really turn. That's where we see a lot of buyers in the market competing for relatively few listings. This drives up prices because there's multiple offers, full price offers. That buyer pool is competing for the limited number of listings. Now, honestly, we're not seeing this anywhere in the market right now.
Not 3 months.
Not 3 months. We're seeing the under 600,000 single family home market hovering somewhere just around 5 months, just under 5 months supply of inventory.
And that's both in Taos and Angel Fire markets. So we also look at absorption rates over time, not just what they are today, but how are they trending? This is really important. Say we went from a 9 months of inventory down to 6 months over a couple of months. That means that homes are selling faster, demand is picking up, and values are stable. And we know values is what's most important to everyone.
Yep. Now, on the flip side, if we see upward trending absorption rate, say we're going from a 3-month to a 6-month or a 6-month to a 9-month absorption rate, that means that the market's cooling off a little and we're going to start seeing that downward pressure on prices.
Exactly. Now, this kind of data helps us to read the room, so to speak, as we're walking into the market. Is that market gaining momentum? Is it cooling off? And it's a big part of how we advise our clients when exactly to list, how to price their home, and what kind of timeline to expect.
Right. So we're going to be looking at the absorption rate and where it's trending, but I do want to throw a caveat in there because sometimes there are going to be expected seasonal shifts that we don't want to throw us off of those strategies. So for instance, we're going to see an increase in inventory as we head into the summer season. That's common, it's expected, and we know that it's likely the buyer demand is going to show up right around the same time. So even though it's going to change the absorption rate and make it look like there's more inventory, we know that that's just a temporary thing, not a trend.
Yeah, so we're not going to adjust our pricing strategy when we know that that short-term spike is coming. Oftentimes, people are listing at that time of year because they know that the buyers are tending to show up a little bit more that time of year.
That's right.
And this is where it gets really practical. Absorption rates tell us how aggressive or conservative we should be with our asking prices. And we just really want to keep our clients ahead of the 8 ball.
Absolutely. So we can't control the market conditions, but we can make sure that you as a seller are informed on the market condition that you're walking into so that we can explore the pros and cons of waiting or listing now and how to best price your home in that market to ensure you get the highest net.
Yes. And we have collected absorption rate data every single month for year over year for I can't tell you how many years.
Years and years.
And we pull it based on each different market that we serve as well as each different price range. So if you're curious about the absorption rate for your home, just let us know. We are on a mission to make sure that everyone is making informed real estate decisions.
See you next time.